All right, Jason, well, some of this afternoon's storms has left behind some damage, especially in Portage County.
Our Harry Boomer joins us live in Kent. Harry, what are you seeing right now where you are?
Well, I can see that we had high temperatures and high winds. In fact, high winds apparently knocked down this tree here and landed it on these lines, power lines, cables, whatever else is going on here. Some of those cables are actually dangling and some are lying on the ground here. But if you look over here to my right, you'll see where that big tree limb came from. It's right, it literally sheared it in half, the pole right here, right there. See that right there? Look at that. The winds, whatever it was, I don't know how fast or how high it was going, but it literally clipped that tree in half. It fell onto these power lines. Now, Kent Fire Department is here right now with us as well. They've cordoned off part of the street so nobody can get past a certain line. But again, I don't know that there are any injuries that I can see. I don't see any real damage to very many houses or garages. One of the limbs, by the way, did fall on this garage right here. It's lying over here on the ground. And I walked around a little bit and I saw some other debris from some other trees that had fallen. But whatever came through here was pretty powerful to snap that big tree in half. Again, we don't have any reports of any injuries. We're at East School Street and South Water Street in Kent. I'm Harry Boomer, 19 News.